Ladies and gentlemen, we are...
Don't worry, I can take it from here. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to CPW Uproar, where we kick off with our current women's champion, Lauren Osborne.
Yes, folks, that's right. It's the fallout of Golden Opportunity, and we saw new champions crowned, we saw new briefcase holders, and we saw this woman right here retain her title. That gold she holds in that treasure chest, she keeps there for a little bit longer. And it looks like tonight she wants to start off Uproar for us. After all, we've heard rumors it's going to be a new looking Uproar here tonight. And I'm sure Lauren Osborne, the face of the women's division, wants to be the face of this sort of new era of sorts.
Why does she keep it in a treasure chest? It's just a dumb idea, isn't it?
Well, you know what they say, it's 10 pounds of gold. Gotta keep your gold in a treasure chest. It's what the pirates did for years.
I mean, that makes some sort of sense, but... still, no.
Well,
I don't understand it.
Well, regardless, you've got to understand that Lauren Osborne probably coming out here with a lot of weight off of her shoulders after defeating Hisano at Golden Opportunity to retain that championship. There was a lot of animosity going into that match, but now, gotta feel she's looking forward to the future. Who could be her next opponent, especially with Max Wheeler now running around with the Golden Opportunity briefcase.
I mean, it is a big win to defeat Hisano. Hisano is a dangerous force on this roster. Absolutely,
and we actually will be seeing Hisano in action later on tonight. But first, it appears we have some words from Lauren Osborne. Well, it appears Lauren Osborne here still pumping up the crowd, but seems to be recorded by... This isn't one of our cameras here in the facility.
Who is recording this?
And I don't think Lauren Osborne yet has even noticed that she's... Well, I think she knows she's on camera, but actually, no, I think now she notices. She's looking at the Titantron here.
From the truck?
I'm here from the truck. This isn't one of our cameras. It's Lauren Osborne. Wait a second!
What?
That's Diamond Skylar from Origins.
What's Donovan doing here?
I mean, we saw Diamond Skylar come up short at Golden Opportunity at ladder match. It feels like she's wanted to make her own opportunity here, coming from Origins and attacking Lauren Osborne.
Seemingly officially part of the Uproar roster now, after that Golden Opportunity ladder match. What's she doing attacking Lauren?
Like I said, I guess wanting to make a Golden Opportunity of her own. Taking out the champ. When you go to prison, when you go to the yard, you go for the biggest dog on the field. And it looks like she's doing just that.
I mean, it's a smart decision to make for getting your name out there. But in the case of smart decision to make of, you know, winning a match, building, you know, a reputation, I wouldn't say the smartest choice is to go after the current women's champion who's just defeated Hisano.
Yeah, well, right now she is breaking apart the current women's champion. You want to talk about setting a reputation? I mean, she's currently setting a reputation of absolute brutality here with Lauren Osborne, as now, Jesus, swinging her into that turnbuckle post.
You saw that she clipped her shoulder on that turnbuckle there. That is absolutely devastating, and slams her back and onto the floor.
A third powerbomb from Diamond Skylar. You want to talk about sending a message? I don't think she's done.
If she's trying to send a message, she is definitely sending a message to the entire women's roster. And she's doing it again, as you see Lauren trying to grab onto the post, but missing.
Yeah, her hip there sent crashing into the turnbuckle. We need to get some medical help down here for Lauren Osborne, our women's champion. I mean, we talked about how tonight's a night of possible new beginnings here on Uproar. Diamond Skylar just shook up the entire women's division.
You right, Lauren?
Now, speaking of the women's division, some women's division action here as Belle Florent goes up against someone who you seem to have some history with in Selena Adams. As Belle Florent asked for this match after Selena Adams stopped her attack on Max Wheeler just before Golden Opportunity. And these two came to blows during that ladder match, and they are going to be coming to blows here tonight.
Oh, look at me, I'm Selena, I'm so fucking cool. Go away. Okay.
Well, Selena did go away from professional wrestling for about 6, 7, I think 8 months ago. And this is her first singles match back. We saw her have a hell of a showing in that ladder match. Do some death-defying things, that's for sure. But this is her first time in pure one-on-one action, and Belle Florent doesn't look to be giving her any kind of a break.
Well, the real question is, why did she come back?
I mean,
why?
She came back for the same reason any woman in this division is competing for that women's championship. And right now, slipping out of the corner against Belle Florent, trying to get herself back into this match, but Belle has just had the answers.
Belle got a nice little combination on Selena as she locks up. Selena seemingly having a bit of ring rust going on.
I mean, also you have to keep in mind, she's probably can't be 100%. You were in that Golden Opportunity ladder match as well for the men. You know how brutal a match that is. I don't think either of these women are coming in 100% for this one.
I mean, obviously not. Those matches are extremely brutal matches. And I'm so sad that Selena managed to walk out of that match.
As now looking to impede Belle Florent's ability to walk as her own version of the Butcher's Snare almost. Belle, though, able to roll out of it. As now the punches, those Shiv-like punches to the gut of Belle Florent. Belle Florent firing up 2 huge clotheslines and a single leg dropkick, takes down Selena Adams, goes into the cover with the face wash, but only a 2 count.
Selena kicking out. Selena powering out, showing that she's still not ready to stay down, even though she is just, you know, just so.
But we see the target marked, might be marking Selena down for the end here.
But Belle not going for the cover, maybe knowing she needs to get some more damage done.
That's very well possible. These two have fought multiple times before across multiple different companies, but you've got to feel that is going to, you know, it's going to influence this match. They're going to know each other very well. Selena blocks the strike into the hip toss.
Boots Belle onto the floor, picking up off the feet.
Oh, wait a second, DTA! That stunner from Selena. Oh, but Belle right beside the ropes, the ring awareness.
And the ref catching her grabbing the ropes, unlike he normally would, the fucking idiot.
As now, Selena trying to drag Belle to the middle of the ring. Belle, I think, suspecting the Selena sunset might be on its way. Able to get out of it, and now kneeing the back. We saw Selena take a lot of long falls onto that back at Golden Opportunity. And now, oh wait a second, whatever Belle's going for, Selena able to get out of the way. Uranagi connects. And again, going for this modified Butcher's Snare.
Trying to take out those legs. Those legs were massively worked in that Golden Opportunity ladder match. I don't think people realise how much effort it puts into your legs to compete in one of those matches, and how much people are trying to target them to stop you from climbing those ladders.
As now, though, Butcher's Snare, the official one, locked in. Both legs crossed. And Selena in a bad way right now. Belle Florent trying to get the submission victory, but Selena able to flip her way out.
The blood would have been rushing to Selena's head, but she managed to get out of it because there just isn't much there.
Oh, wait a second here. Got the arms hooked. Thinking Tiger Driver 98. Into the cover, hooks that outside leg. 1, 2, and again Belle grabs the rope. And you've got to feel Selena, after this many months out of singles competition, this is the ring awareness sort of being away from the ring catching up to her.
I mean, it's one of those things that you do forget over time. the positioning, because as you're training to work back into the ring, you're not focused on where you need to be. You're focused on what you need to do.
As there we see the jackknife powerbomb into the big boy senton, but Belle gets the knees up. Now trips out the legs of Selena. Selena Throat not wanting to stay on her back for too long. Goes back to targeting that arm. Could be trying to set up for an eventual Selena sunset.
Let's drop the elbow, Belle moving out the way.
Now once again, target marked connects. And Belle going into the cover.
Going to the cover.
2 to win the match. No, Belle not able to get it just yet.
If there is one thing that Selena hasn't lost in her time away, it is her resilience. As much as I hate to say it, I learned at first hand how resilient she is as the Butcher's snare is locked in.
Another Butcher's snare, and the ref asking Selena if she wants to quit, and you're seeing Selena trying to struggle her way out of that maneuver, trying to do anything she can, instead able to get her way out of it by just dropping her weight as much as she is able to.
You can see her flailing her arms, trying to reach for those ropes, hoping that the ref would notice the same way he did Belle.
Belle now goes to the middle rope, wait for the misery cord off the second. Instead, not able to get it. DTA connects. That stunner. A second one
once
connects.
Again by the ropes.
But Belle.
And once again, Belle grabbing the ropes.
And that's just
Selena.
the difference. That's the difference of someone who's been in the ring all these months and someone who hasn't. But now,
Selena caught out to her feet.
looking now, center of the ring. If she hits this, it's over. Tiger Driver, 98. Into the cover. Nowhere for Belle to reach for the ropes now. It's Selena Adams picks up the win.
What a big victory for Selena. Getting that first singles win here in CPW in her first one-on-one match.
Absolutely. And despite your feelings for Selena Adams, you've got to give it up to her here tonight. She endured a lot of punishment from Belle Florent, but she dished it out just as much.
Yeah, Selena is a very good wrestler. As much as I hate to say it, she is one of the best we have in the company. She can take a beating and she gives one just as much.
To see her taking a bit of a victory lap, you've got to wonder. We obviously saw Diamond Skyler try to call her shot for Lauren Osborne, but you've got to feel Selena Adams has that championship in her sights, and it won't be long until she's knocking on the champion's door.
Oh, definitely not. She is, you know, a well-respected person in the wrestling industry.
Wait a second. Max Wheeler with a DTA of her own to Selena Adams, some payback from before Golden Opportunity.
As we move into our second match, where we have Troy Winters, who lost at Golden Opportunity, versus Entertainer, who lost at Golden Opportunity. While Jacob Clark, who, you know, the former TV champion, who lost a multi-man match at Golden Opportunity, is somehow not booked.
Well, regardless, okay, these two are out to prove that they are two of the more destructive forces here in CPW. It is monster versus monster here tonight. And I've got to say, you mentioned, yes, both these two coming off a loss, but you've got to feel that's just going to make both of them that much more hungry to come into tonight with a win. They both want to prove they are still just as monstrous as they claim to be.
See, I feel that's the case for Troy, because Troy, he cares about that victory. He cares about winning. Whereas Entertainer seemingly just cares about dealing the destruction. I don't think the win is on his mind like it is Troy's.
Well, it's not. He better well get it on there soon, because Troy will pick him apart just like any other mortal man if given the chance. We have seen a lot of big power moves from Troy, but Entertainer able to catch him unawares.
And for these two men, this is seemingly the most even matchup for one another, as both seemingly, from what I've seen, have godlike powers.
I mean, I'm gonna be real. It seems a lot of people in CPW have some kind of hoodoo, voodoo, timey-wimey magic of some description. But these two, you're right, do seem to have, you know, some kind of extracurricular powers here. But Troy, nothing supernatural about this, just imposing his own physical power on the Entertainer.
The Entertainer pushes him away. Kick to the gut and a knee to the chest.
And Troy just shrugs it off. Troy's not even entertaining the pain the Entertainer wants to deal out. And we're seeing Entertainer.
Entertaining?
Yes, Jacob, very good. As Entertainer tries his best to get back into this match. I mean, hey, he's doing the smart thing of keeping Troy Winters on the ground. He goes up to the top, and he's calling Troy Winters to his feet. Not bold move caught, but it appears to have paid off. Huge shoulder tackle.
Drops the elbow on Troy's just gigantic chest. As he just starts choking him. The man is useless.
I mean, hey, referee's discretion here in CPW. All chokes do have to account of 5. But Entertainer, he doesn't seem like he'd be too upset with getting himself disqualified here if it meant dealing out as much pain as possible to Troy Winters.
He squeezes on that nerve in the shoulder. Troy sweeping his leg though, taking Entertainer up to his feet.
Jesus!
Oh my god!
That burning lariat nearly taking the Entertainer's head off.
And the Entertainer kicks out at 2.
Yeah, but how much more does even the Entertainer have? Fall of Troy with the foot on the chest. Entertainer not going to get disrespected like that.
Just drops the elbow on his head, and you can see Entertainer rolling around in pain.
Now
Goes for it again, but Entertainer moves out the way this time.
Yeah, this time able to roll out of the way. Now rolling over Troy Winters, trying to take out that arm. He needs something big here because Troy has been very dominant, I feel, in this matchup.
Entertainer grabs him, but Troy immediately getting out, showing that he just hasn't taken enough of a beating from Entertainer if he's able to get out of that quickly.
As he sends him flying out of the corner. Entertainer goes for the flying clothesline, but still not able to knock him off his feet as Troy just tosses him like a sack of shit across the ring. Inverted suplex to Entertainer.
What's in sack of shit?
I thought you lived in England. They did that all the time. Anyway, Cloverleaf locked in onto Entertainer, and Troy Winters trying to get the submission victory. Just letting go. I think not content with the amount of damage done to the Demon Clown.
But Entertainer kicking him off. Troy gets the knee, but Entertainer managing to just keep fighting.
Yeah, but it seems every time Entertainer gets the slightest bit of offense, Troy is right back on him. As now Troy gets him into the corner. Snake Eyes him off the top. Falls into the cover. Is that enough? 2? No, only 2.
Very close call for the Entertainer there, showing that this match might be nearing the end.
This just tosses him across the ring, and now you might be right. It might be time for the fall of Troy and the fall of the Entertainer. And with a foot on the chest,
Troy Winters picks up the win.
What a statement made. I mean, you want to talk about bouncing back from a loss and making a statement, Jacob. A dominant victory from Troy Winters here tonight.
A dominant victory over someone we have seen shapeshift in the middle of the ring, take people just in an instant, teleportation, and he got a dominant win over this man.
Yeah, the foot on the chest. Entertainer just out cold. Troy Winters, your victor here tonight. And we know, I mean, you mentioned your former TV champion, the TV title in the main event here tonight. You've got to feel Troy Winters might have his eye on some gold in the future.
Lovely to see the TV title finally getting the opportunity in the main event. Couldn't have happened, you know, when I was a fucking champion. Because we all know Jacob Clark's not a draw. Oh, wait, yes, I am.
Language, first of all. But congratulations to Troy Winters as we move on here. And Cassidy Clark has asked for some time here to explain some recent happenings that have been going on in and around CPW regarding her and some mysterious figure that appears to be stalking her. We saw some interruption happen at Golden Opportunity, and well, I think Cassidy wants to set the record straight here tonight. Nothing else you'd like to comment? I mean, you are a clerk after all.
Nope.
Good talk. Let's hear what Cassidy has to say. Well, as we move along from Cassidy Clark assuring us that things seem to be fine, we move on to a non-title match here as the new CPW World Tag Team Champions, the Asylum, look to test their new reign against Aiden Flynn and possibly his new follower in Joshua Chevrolet. I mean, we know Aiden Flynn has his new book out, where he is calling people to become a giant alongside of him. And, I mean, who knows, maybe Joshua Chevrolet picked up an advanced copy of Aiden Flynn's Giant Scripture, a non-denominational guide to becoming your best self.
Yep, Aiden Flynn recently coming off of a loss for the TV Championship against yours truly, and now facing the Tag Team Champions in a non-title match with Joshua Porsche.
I believe it's Chevrolet, but I understand the reference. As Jack Harnage and Butch, though, recently coming off win those tag team titles after they were held hostage by Bruno Natoli, you've got to feel they have a lot they want to prove to this tag division. They want to prove they aren't fluke champions that just were in the right place at the right time. And Aiden Flynn and Joshua Chevrolet, I mean, a win here tonight, you've got to feel, would secure both of them a spot at Ultimatum for the tag team titles in Canada.
Oh, 100%. Because luck will always be a part of wrestling. Right place, right time. The Asylum took that opportunity that they were given, and they have seized it. It's now their opportunity to prove that it was the right call. As Aiden Flynn gets a massive knee to Butch.
Into the shooter as well. Goes into the cover, only one though. You see Aiden Flynn just taking a moment to collect himself, but you're right, luck is always going to be a part of it in the right place, right time, but no one wants to be a fluke champion. I mean, when we've talked about like your TV title reign, you've got to feel there was a lot of pressure on your very first defense against Aiden Flynn because you didn't want to be seen as someone who just got lucky.
And I was definitely not that. I defended that championship week in, week out.
Absolutely.
And I ended up losing to a fucking skittlehead twat. As Aiden tags in Joshua Ford Focus RS.
He's now, I mean, Joshua Chevrolet looking to really prove himself here using, I mean, he's a big boy, tossing the much
He is a
smaller.
giant.
Yeah, I mean, hey, like I said, Aiden Flynn wants to teach people how to become a giant, and it seems he has definitely found himself a rather large lad in the arms of Joshua Chevrolet, as now the big man of the asylum, Jack Harnage, is tagged in.
Joshua Chevrolet was 4'6" when he first met Aiden, and look at him now. He has become a giant alongside Aiden Flynn.
Yes, and I've got to mention as well, this is Joshua Chevrolet, I believe his first appearance here on Uproar. And you've got to feel a big, chance to prove himself here, as should he win, like we said, tag title match at Ultimatum on the horizon.
I mean, yeah, he could be a massive figure here. This could be a very impactful debut for Joshua Lamborghini Huracan.
So we see him ripping at the mask of Jack Harnage. And we saw the absolute war that the Asylum, by the way, went through with LC and Shane Roberts. A match I don't think anyone would mind seeing a repeat of. But those teams went to war. You've got to feel Aiden Flynn, Joshua Chevrolet might be the fresher team going into this, albeit maybe the one with a bit less chemistry, as Butch is tagged in to go against Aiden Flynn. Now Butch
very quickly getting on top of Aiden Flynn in this match, showing that you don't have to be a giant to dominate, as Aiden Flynn tags in Joshua Toyota Prius.
Now, are we seeing Butch, though, sending Joshua Chevrolet over the top rope, as the Asylum right now keeping it locked down in this non-title matchup. And Butch taking it to the outside. You've got to feel the outside definitely favors the more crazed and extreme personalities that in that Asylum, as Joshua Chevrolet sent spine first into that guardrail.
There we go. Josh. See, he is not trying to use the outside as a weapon like Butch was. He is trying to use wrestling and his pure technique as his weapon of choice.
The true believer. Right now, looking to maybe do some teamwork here with Aiden Flynn, but Aiden Flynn backing off. As now, though, rolls through, super kick by Chevrolet. Catches him out of the goddamn sky, and Aiden Flynn coming in to maybe pick up the scraps, but a little too late, as in comes Jack Harnage. Oh, wait a second, though. Aiden Flynn's got him up. They might be about to beat the tag champs. Drops him on his head. Cover. No.
As he hit him with that check your neck. Going for the cover.
And we just see now Joshua Chevrolet beating down on Jack Harnage. I thought that would have been it, but no. Not able to get the job done, it seems. Butch still down on the outside. Jack Harnage on his own against this sort of team of Canadians. Is now lighting up Chevrolet with the strikes. Big roundhouse kick. Now looking to stomp in the hands. And now taking him down. The bastards beat down. Connecting on Joshua Chevrolet. Going into the cover. Could that be enough? Aiden Flynn, though, right there. Able to break it up. As Jack Harnage beating down on Joshua Chevrolet. And now we're in a position where it's Aiden Flynn down on the outside, but Joshua Chevrolet had it scouted. Huge cutter. Catches him out of the air. No aerial assaults for the Asylum. As the sling blade into the drop kick connects, and Jacob, this has been back and forth, knee to the head.
Oh my God, just sending Joshua Toyota Corolla to the mat.
And now knees to the skull of Joshua, and a punch a little south of the border there.
As I was saying, this ref is useless. As Butch becomes the legal man in this match.
We're seeing him use his speed to his advantage, bobbing and weaving around Joshua Chevrolet, getting the strikes in where he can.
And some good tag team wrestling, cutting the ring in half, making sure he can't get to his tag team partner, Aiden Flynn.
Now lifts up Butch. Oh, huge backhand from Chevrolet, sends Butch flying, but only two.
A strike from God from Chevrolet.
I mean, hey, maybe there is something to be believed about Aiden Flynn's book. As went for the back elbow.
Flynn, if you will.
Yeah. Has Chevrolet shown enough faith in Flynn to truly have the powers of a giant? Belly to belly, then Bimmy to Jimmy, if you will, and now punching down on Butch.
What did you just call the belly to belly?
A Bimmy to Jimmy, don't worry about it. As Aiden Flynn goes into the cover, which Butch does need to be worried about, but able to kick out at two.
And Butch's teammates seemingly not there to break it up. Could that be confidence or incompetence?
It could also be, though, that Jack Harnage has also been taking a beating in this matchup. Might need a bit to recharge as another shooter connects to Butch. Kick to the back, connects, goes for the stomp, not able to get it, goes for the kick, this time lands, trying to fire himself up with some strikes. What's he got here? Fisherman's driver. And now making the tag to his crazed older brother, Jack Harnage. And again, the strikes.
Don't mess with me, or you'll have to deal with my older brother, says Butch as Jack Harnage hits that meteor.
And you saw him just staring down Joshua Chevrolet, maybe to his detriment. As now got sent to the heavens. And again, that mask being torn at by Chevrolet as he locks in the camel clutch in the center of the ring. Jack Harnage, Jesus!
Get out. Oh my God, he's killed him.
Talk about a receipt from Jack Harnage as Butch takes out the knee of Chevrolet.
The most brutal thing we'll probably see tonight after he's tried to snap the neck of Chevrolet. God damn.
That's now huge Houston high kick. Looking to take out the elbow, just break apart the believer.
Trying to hyperextend that elbow, stop it from being able to work properly as he goes to the stomp and he gets it.
The double tap might be enough here as he goes into the cover. But just barely not enough. That was a 2.9 if I've ever seen one, Jacob.
I would say it's probably a Ford F-150, just like Chevrolet's? Just like Joshua's last name.
As now Butch, STO takedown. And they're just slamming Chevrolet face first. I think busting the nose a little bit there of Joshua as he just slams him face first into the mat.
Well, I don't think you're giving me enough credit for how creative I'm being with these last names. Okay, man?
First of all. Second of all, I'm just trying to do my job, call the match here as Aiden Flynn catches Butch with the drop dead Tiger driver. But Jack Harnage there to break it up, but gets caught with the knee. Shooter to Butch.
As he hits the shooter.
The champs are in trouble as Butch tries to fight to his feet.
And Dragon Screw trying to injure the other leg of Flynn.
As now Butch has got him up on his shoulders, knee to the head, busting open both members of Team Canada here.
A 51-50 from Butch to Flynn, and Flynn kicks out.
And we see Flynn Yeah, that's the nose of Flynn that's busted open right now. And you've got to feel that the challengers, so to speak, in Aiden Flynn and Joshua Chevrolet are seeing why the Asylum holds those titles.
As we look to the clock in the corner, this match only has 7.5 minutes left to go. Could we be looking at a draw here?
We very well could be, as now Joshua Chevrolet tagged back into this match. Butch trying to minimize him immediately. Sends him off the ropes, ducks the line, chases him back. Huge Leviator! And now going
sending the giant inside out.
Going up top, elbow drop to the heart of Joshua Chevrolet. And it is not looking good for the true believer. As Butch calls him up, kick to the eye. The blind side there due to the blood. As Aiden Flynn tries to go to break it up, not able to get it as Jack Harnage stops him. And the champs prove why they are your CPW World Tag Team Champions.
And that was a fairly back and forth contest.
Absolutely.
Both teams putting up an amazing fight, especially how well Chevrolet and Flynn worked together in that match for their first ever tag team match together.
Honestly, between LC and Shane Roberts' performance, I think we have two teams that I wouldn't be too upset with seeing a rematch against these guys for the titles. But for now, the champs stay on top of the division, and for damn good reason. Coming up next, we do have a match with a former tag team champion with Morgan Sharp going up against Pinkish, who also came up short in your live match. Hold on, I'm getting a word of something going on backstage. Yeah, that's Johnny D attacking Morgan Sharp in the backstage area. I need to get someone to get some help on this. Give me a second.
As we move into our next contest, as my commentary partner goes to get some help for Sharp, we have Hisano versus Maria Black. Hisano assumably just wanting to get this fight, and Maria Black the only person seemingly dumb enough to accept it.
Okay, I'm back. Security has been sent to go stop Johnny D to check on Morgan Sharp. But yes, you mentioned that Maria Black, one of the few willing to step up. I mean, has a little bit of a height advantage over Hisano, but with how angry you've got to feel Hisano is after losing that women's title match to Lauren Osborne, she cannot be, let's just say I doubt she's going to be merciful in the ring. Maria Black might have her work cut out for her here tonight.
Oh, definitely. If you try and get into the ring with Hisano and think you're in for an easy night, you have something very different coming your way.
Yeah, especially when it's an angry Hisano. I mean, going in here now, Maria Black has done a good job of weathering the current onslaught, but for how much longer can that last?
Hisano puts her into that corner with a combination, lifting her up top, looking to end this early with a massive move. Could she be looking for a superplex here?
As now Hisano superplex off the top.
Oh my god. So early into this matchup, that is a massive move to pull out. Could it be over already? It was nearly over before it began, but Maria Black kicking out.
Hisano, like I said, early onslaught, you have to try and weather if you're Maria Black. And so far, she has stayed resilient, but she needs to find a way to get back into this.
Hisano keeping her on the floor, where she knows she has the advantage. Looking for an armbar here.
And the leg
Could
lock.
Maria Black be tapping out?
As now, Maria Black able to escape. Hisano not too pleased, keeping up the onslaught, drop kick to the back. As now,
Back up to her feet.
Still, these two just going back and forth with the boots to the gut. And we have yet to see Maria Black get any sort of sustained offense. This has just been Hisano using it as her own personal punching bag so far.
I mean, you can tell that she's an angry lady after that women's championship match 2 weeks ago.
Absolutely. And now, though, Maria Black hits that suplex. Might be enough to get her back into this. Goes for the big boot. Not able to connect, however, as Hisano going for the pile driver. Maria Black had it scouted.
And Maria Black could finally be looking at getting a decent amount of offense going on here.
Absolutely. It's now knees to the gut. Those half-hatch knee strikes from Maria Black.
She slams the arm into the floor. That's going to absolutely destroy your knuckle when that gets slammed down. One of the most painful things I've experienced in this one.
Is now forearm to the face. Going for a huge right hand is Hisano. As now goes behind. German suplex connects. Dumps her on her head.
Spiking her on that neck.
And again, this time lining up the shot. Calling for the end. Needed a head. No! Maria Black able.
Went for the hit, but moving away.
And now Maria Black got her locked up. Sit down neck breaker.
Hisano is going to need an ice bath after that move. Dropping her on the back of the neck.
As now locking in, looking to bridge up. Yes, figure 8 locked in.
Could Hisano be looking to tap out here, or will she keep fighting? She seemingly breaks it. There we go. Punch to the head.
Yeah, able to escape.
Out.
But the big boot immediately afterwards from Maria Black. No, that big Bayou boot. Not enough to get the win.
As using the ring awareness to pull Hisano away from the ropes, but Hisano with a dragon screw, sending Black back down to the floor.
Now Maria
Dropping
Black
her
keeps trying to get into this match, and Hisano survived that flurry of offense, but it seems every time Maria Black starts to get the ball rolling, just the rage of Hisano pushes her forward. And now goes for the cover. Is that enough already? No, just the two.
Maria Black willing to keep fighting, willing to go on with this match, showing that she has the resilience to keep fighting here, even though Hisano is one of the most dangerous women we have on this roster.
As now, backpack stunner connects. And now though, pushes her away with the double boots. Kick to the gut, blocked by Maria Black, and the dragon screw again, looking to soften her up again for that flaming knee lock. As now goes up top, gets caught into the backbreaker. Jesus Christ. As now up on the shoulders. Oh, Maria Black though able to fight her way out of it. Now it's up on the shoulders for Hisano. And again, backpack stunner.
Once again, Maria Black with a ring awareness to move her away from those ropes.
Yes.
Could she be looking for that flaming knee lock?
Got it again. Just needs to bridge up into that figure 8 position. She got it. Hisano in a bad way. Might be forced to tap out. We see her trying her best to fight it. Maria Black, this might be her chance for a huge upset here tonight. But no, prying the leg off is Hisano. On a right hand. Pops down Maria Black.
To escape.
Now,
you have to think one more of them, and this match might be over after Hisano hits that half and half suplex.
yeah, that half and half, dumping her on her head, and now got a submission of her own. That arm-trapped STF locked in from Hisano. We're seeing Rhea Black struggling, trying her best to get out of it. And Hisano not satisfied, seemingly, with a submission victory.
Wrapping that arm was such a smart decision.
Oh, wait a second.
Shihorai! She hits my pile driver!
Shihorai connects, and that'll do it. It just takes one, Jacob.
That was such a dominant, dangerous looking performance. I say dominant, it was only dominant for the first bit, but it just goes to show how dangerous Hisano truly is.
Absolutely.
After only hitting one Shihorai to end that match.
And you've got to give all the credit in the world to Rhea Black. I think a lot of people expected her to come in here just to lose, but she showed a lot of fight here tonight. Speaking of fights, we knew Kenny Mitch and William Black had a massive fight at Golden Opportunity. William Black came out the other side the victor, but we're going to throw it backstage to Kenny Mitch, who has some words for his Golden Opportunity opponent. Well, it appears Kenny Mitch has called his shot for a rematch at Ultimatum with William Black. We'll have to stay tuned for the next couple weeks to see if William Black responds. But we move on to a man. Tony Samuels picked up a victory at Golden Opportunity against Troy Winters. Now going up against the whole darn show, Dan Darnester.
Darn, whatever.
And we know a lot of respect between these two competitors, as these two know each other, have wrestled together all around the globe. I believe, though, the first time these two have competed in the CPW ring, and Dan Darnester looking to make the most of it early on.
I'm fairly sure this is the first time the two have competed. But Dan Darnester just goofing around in the ring during this match. Oh, yeah, because this is real serious, isn't it, Dan?
Now kick to the side of the head by Darnester as the roundhouse kick connects. I mean, listen, you can say he's goofing off, but Dan Darnester is a hell of a competitor. He is a fantastic competitor.
He's an amazing competitor. He's a former multiple-time tag team champion, a former openweight champion over in WNW, but he's just, don't know how to describe it.
Well, regardless,
he's just too goofy, and that's coming from me.
Well, that is certainly saying something, as Dan Darnester continues to target the head of Tony Samuels. Now these jabs got Tony Samuels down into the corner, and Samuels able to power his way out, and you've got to feel, there we see the bridging fall-away slam, that Tony Samuels has to use his power in this one.
Tony stretching out the arm, trying to pop the shoulder out of its socket.
Now just stomping in the chest of Dan Darnester. Going up to the middle rope here.
Falling down up to his feet.
Goes for a crossbody, and you saw Dan Darnester turn around.
No, I can't watch this, okay? I'm sick of these two. They seem like they're just goofing around in this ring. I'm sick of this. I'm going. What? I can't.
Where the fuck are you going? We've got a show to call. Folks, apologize for my broadcast. Jesus, my broadcast colleague Jacob Clark just walked out on the broadcast booth here as he seems to be exiting through the crowd towards the backstage area as Tony Samuels just powerbombed Dan Darnester to the outside. I don't know what's going on with him lately, but as we see that huge lariat, Sorry, folks, I'm just kind of in a weird state now, as we still have our main event to go, the TV title match in our main event, but we'll try and get some update on Jacob Clark at some point. Hopefully he will return to the desk. As now another lariat from Darnester drops Tony Samuels and a knee to the head. As these two just continue to brawl on the outside. I'm just not sure what to make of my broadcast colleague. He's been off all night long, and now we have this match. It's supposed to be a respectable match, a showcase of these two great talents, and regardless, I've got to do my job as a commentator as Dan Darnester continues with the strikes, and we've seen ever since Dan Darnester, has gone under the partnership with his Kings Road tag team partner, the Emerald Tiger. He has adopted a lot more striking to his moveset outside of just that darn dropkick. Now, backhand blocked by Samuels. Samuels rolls into the ring. You see him taking a moment, beckoning in Darnester, trying to goad him into something here as the neckbreaker connects into the moonsault. And now, taking some more time to gloat in the face of Darnester. Darnester not having any of it. These two both showboating what I thought was going to be a respectable matchup. Pickle Flosion connects. Goes into the cover. Hooks that outside leg. Referee in perfect positioning. But only a 2 count. It's now lifting up Tony Samuels. That darn drop kick. And that might just gosh darn do it as he hooks the leg. And that's it. Dan Darnester. Hell of a matchup back and forth by both competitors, but in the end, Darnester comes up with the win. And we see there the Pickle Flosion connecting to Tony Samuels, and then that darn drop kick for the 1-2-3. You see Darnester clearly happy about that win, a big win here tonight. And Samuels obviously not the result he wanted after his victory at Golden Opportunity. But like we were saying earlier, all respect between these two men here tonight. As we now move on. I hope here's something's happening backstage. Jacob! What did you just do? Folks, I don't... Sorry, we have a TV title match coming up in just a second. I need to go talk to someone, make sure my boss is still alive. What? Folks at home, I've received word Alex Clark is being rushed to a local hospital, okay? He's being rushed to a hospital here in Phoenix, Arizona. Jacob Clark has not been able to be found backstage. I'm going to do my best to call this TV title match, as it is a very important match for both of these competitors. Jesus. But I'm sorry if I'm a bit shaken up. I've known Alex Clark for going on 4 years now, and I don't want to take away, because we're seeing great bits of athleticism from Dragon Kid here, as neither of these men know what just happened. But yeah, we're going to try and keep you posted here at CPW as much as we can. We hope to have a report out soon, as these two continue to go back and forth. The TV title is on the line in our main event. We have seen the prestige of that television title be raised over the past couple months, thanks to people like Jacob Clark, like Mac Daddy Furnace, and like Benjamin Balder. Benjamin Balder, a friend of Dragon Kid, sorry. As Mac Daddy Furnace beat Benjamin Balder at Golden Opportunity, now looking to go for his friend, the Dragon Kid. And these two have a lot of history with each other. And we see that they are able to dodge, or block the suplex rather, it was Dragon Kid. And now, lifting up Mac Daddy Furnace. Huge left hand from the southpaw. Dragon Kid. And you've got to feel both these two would love a chance to hold this title going into Ultimatum. Chance to become the longest reigning television champion. As now, Mac Daddy Furnace has him up. Able to slip out behind, though, is Dragon Kid. As he goes up to the top rope. Could he be going for it here? Double rotation moonsault there. The Kid Salt connects, but it's not enough for the 2 count. Or for a 3 count, sorry. I'm still just shaken up by the actions we have seen here tonight. As now, oh wait a second, Copper Mac Daddy first goes for a suplex, gets caught again. Dragon Spirit locked in. For the title, no. As now, Mac Daddy Furnace trying to get back into this match, but this quickness of Dragon Kid has just been able to slip away from it every chance. So now, what's Dragon Kid got in mind? I think looking for the springboard moonsault connects. And Mac Daddy Furnace trying to fight to his feet. And now, huge exploder dumps Mac Daddy Furnace on the back of his neck. And then lifting him up, Dragon Kid trying his best to stay on the champ. Right hand dropped onto Mac Daddy Furnace. And another one. And Dragon Kid calling for the end here. Swinging neck breaker connects. Mac Daddy Furnace in a lot of trouble. As Dragon Kid goes up to the top, maybe looking for another Kid Salt. No, instead calling him to his feet. Rolls through Dragon Rana, gets caught, tosses him. Jesus Christ. Tosses him with the powerbomb, does Mac Daddy Furnace, and now the pump and dump connects. Locking it in, looking for that submission victory, trying to make Dragon Kid tap out. But no. Now, oh, dodges the chop. TNA kick from Dragon Kid, sends back to the ground. Right hand, though. Kick blocked from Dragon Kid. Now ducks under. DDT. No, that's blocked by Mac. These two going back and forth. Neither one able to land a solid hit. And now the right hand into that flatliner. And now just trying to beat unconscious Dragon Kid here. Doing everything he can to take him out, as now targeting the arms. Trying to soften him up for the underhook. Another Exploder. And Dragon Kid is wobbly. Kick to the gut. And the box office breaker connects. Into the cover. Mac Daddy Furnace retains his title. A hell of a showing by Dragon Kid. He certainly brought the fire tonight, but Mac Daddy Furnace was not going to be denied. And folks, it has been an insane night of action, to say the least. We have seen new debuts, new teams, and, well, based on how certain things go, perhaps we may need a new general manager. That is going to be it for our main event. Congratulations to Mac Daddy Furnace, retaining that television title for another week. Who will he defend it against next week? Or next Uproar, rather. We have yet to find out. I don't know if we're going to have a next Uproar because Alex Clark is in a hospital. But that's all here from us at CPW Uproar. We thank you for watching. Please tune in for more. Like, subscribe, comment, all of that stuff. I've been Alexandra Shaw, and on behalf of all of us here, we bid you a very farewell adieu.